Indian Navy, the Lord of the Seas. Fights from the waters, strikes from the air. The Indian Navy, a force supreme on water, superior in air. It's just 6 decades since the first Sea-Land Shorts amphibian flew into Garuda, the first naval air station at Cochin, marking the foundation of our fleet era. With the induction of India's first aircraft carrier, INS Vikrant, a strong foundation has been laid. Its first combat complement, Seahawks and Elise, made Vikrant a formidable fighting platform. Naval aviation was growing, a young force, raring to go. Soon to be blooded, the Seahawks and the Elise flew several critical missions during the 1961 Goa liberation and for the tight defense of naval assets in the 1965 operations. 4th December 1971. Their rout on enemy installations, Seahawks and Elise unleashed their rout on enemy installations and ships in the East Pakistan harbours. Chittagong, Cox's Bazar, Khulna and Mungla. The Navy's carrier-borne strike force proved pivotal in the glorious victory in '71. Induction of its second aircraft carrier, INS Virat, with its Sea Harriers and the multi-role Sea King 42 Bravos provided the much-needed punch, building towards a blue water navy. The fleet air arm is integral to the fighting ships. Its rotary wing progressed from operating single-engine Alouettes to inducting the submarine killers, the Kamov 25s and 28s, and the Sea King 42 Bravos. Kamov 31s, the eyes in the sky, bridge the gap in air early warning capabilities of the fleet at sea. The indigenous advanced light helicopter and the UH-3H have become key enablers for shipborne special operations. Guarding a 7,500-kilometer long coastline calls for great reach and great endurance. The induction of super constellations marked the beginning of maritime reconnaissance. Soon replaced by the IL-38s and Tu-142Ms, the Indian Navy could now maintain vigil at extended ranges in our areas of interest. The Dorniers specialized in information warfare, boosting the short-range maritime reconnaissance and electronic warfare capabilities. Searcher and Heron UAVs, remote operated at extended ranges without the disadvantage of human fatigue. These force multipliers have significantly enhanced the lethality of Navy's fleet operations at sea.
The Naval Air Arm is competent, capable and central to naval operations at sea, operating fighters from aircraft carriers, helicopters from ships, long-range maritime reconnaissance and UAVs from ashore. Naval aviation has grown to the size of a respectable air force, having proved its mettle in battle and in other various operations. Naval aviation stands resolute in facing challenges of the future.
Joint operations and exercises with friendly navies, building bridges of friendship, showcasing its prowess, indicating its presence. Not just in combat, naval aviation is at the forefront of humanitarian assistance and disaster relief. Be it search and rescue or anti-piracy operations, the Naval Air Arm meets the challenge head-on. Training is the bedrock of successful operations. The Hawk 132, a fourth-generation advanced jet trainer, trains the fighter pilot to be mission-ready.
Today, the Fleet Air Arm is on a threshold of transformation, with the Indian Navy operating the Sea Harriers and the MiG-29K aircraft from its two operational aircraft carriers, the Virat and the Vikramaditya, the Kamov 31 AEW helicopters, and the recently acquired P-8I long-range maritime patrol and ASW aircraft. The planned induction of the light combat aircraft, the medium-range reconnaissance aircraft, and the multi-role helicopters will catapult naval aviation into the future.
State-of-the-art P-8I long-range maritime reconnaissance aircraft covers the expanse of the Gulf of Aden to the Straits of Malacca. A platform with deadly anti-ship missiles and torpedoes, providing credible deterrence. India's largest aircraft carrier, INS Vikramaditya, rules the waters of the subcontinent. The carrier air wing sharpens the Indian Navy's combat edge.
As I reflect on the past and gaze into the future of naval aviation, I am confident that each time an aircraft takes off from the deck of a ship or from an air station into the blue skies, over the blue oceans, it will not only accomplish its mission with alacrity, but also provide safe and secure seas for national prosperity in the 21st century.
9 air stations, 2 carriers, 220 aircraft, and 5,000 men strong. Ever growing with future-ready projects. All set to protect the country's interests. A professional arm that is both the tip of the spear and the edge of the sword. Bold in action. Awesome in power.